Hello, everyone, and welcome to chapter 125 of The Last Thoughts of a Busy Mind. This one called Few Fantastical Fantasies Find Fortune. I don't think I need to tell you why I did it, it just sounds incredible. I have the pretentious feeling, I go with naming these chapters. This felt very appropriate. If I sound a little bit sick, is because I probably am. I have an extraordinarily runny nose right now, which means I probably have gotten another cold. It's not good because I've just gotten over the cough from the last time I've got a cold, so I'm hoping I can stifle this one. Hopefully. Jesus, it sucks. So, my drink today is actually something I thought it was probably more universal than it is, but I looked for it online. I did a bit of research, and apparently, it is completely ours in the sense that it is an Iranian drink. It's a sekanjebin, which is a mixture of honey and vinegar. Now, this is a syrup of it, which means the honey ratio is much more, and you mix it with water, which I've done. And I mean, the taste is incredibly unique, and I love it. But the original sekanjebin you lay it out, and you have lettuce. I don't know the exact kind of it. I don't think it's iceberg. It might be. I don't know. I think the tall ones are they romaine. I don't know. You have them with lettuce. You dip lettuce in it, and then you eat it, and it's incredibly refreshing. Like really, it is incredibly refreshing. And yeah, it just you mix honey and vinegar. I think I don't know what else you do with it, but it's incredibly tasty. Now, this one, before I've gotten sick, I was going to talk about a little bit of my. It's okay, let me try it this way. The past week was one of the most boring ones I've had. I didn't do anything, I didn't edit, I didn't do anything. I just laid in bed. My body was aching a little bit, and beside that, I just felt incredibly unmotivated. We had VPN problems, which was a damn anxiety attack again. I already have them, and I'm really hoping I can upload this episode because, god damn it. I'm recording this at around 6:50 p.m. Hopefully, I be managed to upload it. But with VPN problems come the realization of that if I not even if I do manage to edit the video, I might not be able to show it to anyone, which is not good. I hate that feeling. Hopefully, by the next 2 weeks, I'm done because I have a mental deadline of September 21st because of that Earth, Wind, and Fire song. Do you remember the 21st night of September? But, okay, we'll see, we'll see. I'm really giving myself quite a panic right now, and I don't want it. I don't want it. Anyways, as I was saying, it was quite a boring week, except a few moments I went out to with my friends. I went out to the Harry Potter cafe in Tehran. I'm not a big Potterhead, but the person I was with was a big Potterhead. She had tons of fun, I think. I hope so. She told me she did. I really hope so. But yeah, one of the big things this week, which kind of started last week, was me and my friend, we bought a bunch of board games. One of them was a gift, and we bought a number of others. It's been happening more in the past couple of weeks. We bought an Iranian board game, we bought other board games, and overall, we just got a lot of board games. Yay. Uh, I'm kidding. The yay wasn't really sarcastic. I do actually love board games. So, um, you might be thinking, why am I telling you all of this? It's because we all have those fantasies, and I think creators have their fantasies as well of doing certain things that they wish they could do, but aren't able to, either for lack of resources or just lack of knowledge. Either one works in this situation. For me, that is designing games. I have been involved with designing a few video games. None of them came to fruition, but I was on the design team. I was mostly a narrative designer, not really that involved in gameplay or programming. I was mostly just doing the world building and dialogues and narrative and all of that. So I have been involved with them. None of them came to fruition, sadly. Hopefully, one of them will at some point. Who knows? And I love designing a game, and it's a fantasy that I have. And I want to talk about that a little bit because, again, boring week, and I am trying to keep myself hopeful. And so, talking about basically daydreams might be a good idea in that regard. So, uh, when we were playing the board games, one of the things that really struck me was that I really also would like to design a board game, or at the very least, design an RPG. Like, okay, there is this channel called Black Magic Craft. I'm actually going to put a link to it in the description. And the guy who runs it, Jeremy, has recently published his own game, his sort of RPG, tabletop RPG game called Idols of Torment, and it just looked so fun. And sorry, my nose is really stuffing up. I'm gonna blow it away from the microphone, but you might be able to hear it. I'm sorry about that. This is what gives this podcast its life. These raw moments that could have used an editing, but as we said, and as I've realized very much recently, I really hate editing. So I realized that I do want to do that, and I do have a few ideas. Like, I've had an idea for a vampire board game for a long time now. It's a strategy, kind of like Risk meets Settlers of Catan, but vampire themed. It's actually okay. We've been looking online and feel like, oh, we want this, we want this. There is a game I really want. I haven't been able to find it anywhere. It's mostly out of stock, on any reputable out foreign marketplace. And there is none near where I am, which means Dubai or Turkey. And it's Fury of Dracula. I want that. If you know me and you have access to that game, please get it to me. I want that. I really want that. And there's actually Dracula Cluedo, which I think is mostly a gimmick, but it was fun looking through them. But yeah, one of the fantasies I have is actually designing a kind of a board game, and I do have a few ideas, but the problem is I don't know how. Like, I know how to write flavor text, I know how to do some rules, but when it comes to balancing and stuff like that, I am incredibly clueless. Um, I have actually done like a few back in the days of Warcraft 3. I built a few maps. They weren't groundbreaking or good. I don't think I even have them anymore. But the problem with all of them was they were incredibly one-sided. There wasn't any good balancing in them. The same happened with Age of Mythology. I built a map for that too, and that was the problem with that as well. It was incredibly problematic when it comes to balancing. You just you couldn't balance it properly. That's the sorry about the hit of the you couldn't just balance it properly, and that's one of the problems I have now. I know playtesting exists, and you should playtest your games over and over again. That is actually one of the reasons I have become a little bit more confident and might actually try to design something. Right now, kind of an aside, I am working on a. I've been working on it since April, but I'm really gonna push that and probably get it out before the end of 2023. Is I'm working like on a custom Monopoly board, custom designs and all of that, and it was fun a little bit, not too much, but it was fun. And we used clipboard and all of that. But I'm thinking that maybe I can actually design a game. It will be a board game, despite the fact that many of the games we bought and played in the recent month has been uh, card games. No, I want it to be a board game. And I have been actually thinking of two ideas. One of them is a vampire one, I said. Another one is a war game. And that one is more stupid, but I think that would be more fun. It has a lot of game pieces as well, which means it's probably not going to be good. But, I mean, it would be fun to do so. The reason for that is we bought a few Iranian games. We bought... In particular, I don't know if I should name them. I'm gonna. We bought Gendarmerie, which was an Iranian game. I think the what would you call it? The English version would be old-timey police station, constabulatory. I don't. Oh my god, where did I know that word? I've probably Civilization at the game. And it was good, it was fun, we had a lot of fun. I won a lot, but it certainly had problems that would have come up with playtesting. We played another one, which was called Shah Dost Wazir, which translates to King, Vizier, and Thief. It was another card game, and that one was incredibly bad. Like, filled with bugs. I know it's weird to call it, but it has a ton of playing bugs that would have gotten better in playtesting. There is another one, Zar. I haven't played it, me and my friend haven't played it, but I do have a friend who has played it, and she said, during the 3 times they played it, each 3 times they've come to a standstill and a bug. They contacted the game's actual maker, and he couldn't help them. So, after playing those games, after hearing those stories, and after realizing all 3 of these were made by one guy, I have a little bit of an kind of a misguided optimism that maybe I can actually design a game. And this is one of those things that I have a fantasy of doing that I don't know if I will ever do. One of the things in the recent month is that, as I said, I'm not feeling my best. That has reflected itself in a lot of other stuff as well. I've talked about crying in the last chapter, chapter 124, and it has happened again. And generally, I don't feel very emotionally good. I feel like the fact that the project, the We Didn't Start the Fire Part 2, has gotten to a standstill is really fucking with me. And if I manage to get that out, I don't think I will be able to make my Dracula video. And I hate one of my friends had told me, I bet you wouldn't be able to do that. And I'm afraid he might be right. But even if I don't be able to do the Dracula video, I will be doing something horror themed for October, probably just a voiceover one. The reason I'm not going to do the Dracula one is because the Dracula one is going to be really good. I think it can be like right now, my most ambitious video and the video that is make my show probably known is the Sir Gawain one. That one was really good. It had a lot of costumes, a lot of ideas, and I really took my time, and the results were great. I want to do the same for Dracula, and with the time that I wanted for the end of October, I don't think I'll be managed to get it out in time and have it be good. I have a lot of ideas. I want to have my hair in different lengths as well, which means really, really planning ahead. Something I'm not really good at. So yeah, I might have to scrap the Dracula episode. God, that sucks. Sorry, I just needed to calm myself a little bit. But if I manage to do that, I might be able to focus on this as well, because there are a lot of stuff I want to do. I have a kit. It was a souvenir for me, and I haven't been able to open it. It's a tiny room. Now, there is another thing that if I build it, I don't have anywhere to display it because my room is full. Like every inch of it is full of stuff. But I still want to make it. I still want to make it, and I want to have fun crafting. I want to craft stuff again. I want to make a book nook for one of my friends that I've been meaning to make for 2 full years. I have a styrofoam cutter that I haven't even opened. It was another gift. And so, with all of those stuff, I just, I don't know. I feel very, um, as I said, unmotivation is not something I am unfamiliar with. But when it happens to this degree, it does break me a little bit. I hate it when it happens like this. And I'm not crying, my nose is just stuffy. And sorry, I need to. Sorry, I know if I have another sickness, it would be incredibly annoying. Please kill me if that's another. I'm caught another cold. The problem is it's fucking summer. Everything is so hot. How did I catch a cold? I don't know. Anyways, so if I manage to get over that hurdle, I probably do want to have some of these fantasies become a reality. I want to design a board game. It probably will be bad. It probably will be incredibly shitty. But I want to do that. I want to be able to do that. I bought High Society, and High Society had the smallest amount of design possible. I still haven't played it. It probably sucks, but the one time we did wasn't good. So yeah, I will probably definitely try to make this fantasy come true. But again, few fantasies find fortune. Few fantastical fantasies find fortune. I do have a lot of these like ideas that I want to do stuff, but I end up not doing them for various reasons. And at some point they become, that was my phone, sorry. At some point they become a burden on my mental capacity. Like, oh my god, why aren't you able to do anything? And I don't want that. I want it to happen. At the very least, I want something that whenever I look back at it, I can see that, oh, I've done something. Because I have done stuff before and they felt incredibly well. In the start of 2022, I made that Sir Gawain video, I made a Jafar Khan video, and then I made a 4-hour video, and all three of them varying degrees of quality. Not all of them are great, but there's something I've done. I've put a lot of time and effort into them, and the results are good. There is something I can look back at, something tangible, something I can see with my eyes. And I want that again. I want to have that again. So, yeah, that's the thing. That was the idea. I just have a few ideas for a board game, and the fact that I've been playing more board games, I just want to design one and play it with my friends. They will probably make tons of fun at it because it probably won't be any good, but I will probably have fun. Hopefully. You also play Secret Hitler, by the way. The first round I was Hitler, the second round I was a fascist. Both times we won. I'm just a good player. I mean, to be honest, Mobina is a good player. I'm a good follow-up, I think. Anyways, well, if you want to hear more of this kind of empowering stuff of, oh, I have ideas and I do want to do them, don't forget to send me a message on Anchor, Spotify. You can send me a voice message. I will be playing your message at the beginning of the next episode, and you might shape a whole episode around your message. If you are listening to this on YouTube, don't forget to comment and like and subscribe. And if I do manage to design it, I do probably want to make a whole series of videos out of it. Hopefully. We'll see how it goes. Again, we will see. Aside from that, I need to make a movie. So, teaser. I will see you all next week.